Welcome back to another episode of Can It Play at 4K. I changed the name just so it rhymes a little bit better. And today we're going to be looking at Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So as you can see, we're going to be running the game at 4K, and we have all the settings set to high, or very high as they can go. We turned off VSync, of course, and we don't have any anti-aliasing on except for FXAA because it has almost no impact. So I just wanted to show you some gameplay footage on Dust 2. And as you can see, it runs perfectly fine, you know, about 300 FPS, maybe 200 every now and again, but yeah, it's a very easy game to run, and it's probably because it's more CPU intensive than it is GPU intensive. That doesn't mean that your GPU doesn't play a part in this, because as you can see, it's at 85% utilization and it's all the way up at the max. But it doesn't mean that, you know, your GTX 1080 is going to be doing all the work here. It's very clear that CSGO is a very CPU intensive game. Now, a couple of things to mention. I am recording and I'm also working with bots, and of course that's going to affect the frame rate. So I thought, let's go to some newer maps like Nuke and test it out and see, you know, what the frame rate is. And as you can see, it's still in the 200s, and you could definitely play this game at 144 hertz, which is what I'm doing right now. And you can see no issues whatsoever other than me being bad at the game. But yeah, it just runs silky smooth. It's probably one of the best 4K experiences that you can get right now. Of course, I wouldn't expect people to play CSGO at 4K, but it is something that is quite fun and quite unique to do. And it is something that I think, you know, can have some benefits. Sure, you might have a lower frame rate. As you can see, we're in the 150s when we're scoped in here. Yeah, as you can see, it does have some benefits. You're obviously going to get a much sharper picture. You're going to have a much easier time seeing people from further away. But that comes with the trade-off, obviously, of having less frames. And so I took it upon myself to go to the newest official CSGO map that has been created, and that's Inferno. And kind of the same story, 200, 170 FPS, some dips to 150 in some places, but generally not really that bad. It just dips for about a second. So yeah, as you can see, we're planting the bomb, 200 FPS, no problems. So you definitely can run this game at 4K, no question about it. The thing is it gonna run always at 4K, 144 hertz? Well, that's kind of the question. Of course, different gameplay is going to have different kind of elements going on, but yeah, I am running bots and I am recording, so it is going to impact the performance. How much it impacts the performance, I have no clue, but it is going to do a little bit of a dip on these frames. So I would suggest, if you're really into CSGO, don't play at 4K, but you can do it. It definitely can be done. And of course, because I'm running with a 7700K, I'm probably going to get the best frames that you ever can. But I mean, if you have a Skylake CPU, you're probably going to get similar kind of numbers. So that's all I wanted to say for today, guys. I give this a thumbs up that you can play at 4K. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.